Fallout phonetics to the continuation of. Make some terrible looking skies and walls. So, it looked much better, I think, in the beginning before we started putting lights in place, which we unfortunately need the lights. And I was never really sold on the walls, and I've been leaning more and more towards what I was thinking that a few of you had also just suggested about putting in some faux buildings and making the walls, etc., go up higher. And I think that's going to be the plan. I'm going to leave, for the most part, this whole section of sky, where it's all nice and tall. That's going to stay as is, and I might even keep like one or so rows down. But I'm thinking all the rest, especially like all this down in here, I'm going to take out, because I just don't think it looks good. So, yeah. And we're going to replace it with, actually, I'm not even why I'm saving. I'm going to scrap all this stuff. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. It happens. So, oh, look at that. Oh yeah, that's right, I couldn't get to those guys. And so what's the plan for this? Well, we're going to leave the exposed rock. We're just going to have the sky kind of bleed right into it, so it's going to seem as if we are in a cave with a big hole in the ceiling that allows us to see the sky, even though it's all manufactured. It's just going to look so much better without all these square sky bits. It's just not working. It's just not jiving. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of all of this. I don't know if we're going to do everything right away because we got to do some building. I don't think you want to watch a whole video of me just wrapping panels. But this will give us a chance to actually come in and put in some of these faux buildings too once we get rid of all the side pieces. And then we will get rid of that one. Continue these forward to try and get them to bleed into the cave, just so it looks more natural. So, oops, I didn't want to go down that far. Let's start back here. So, I'm going to maybe keep some of the walls, but way, way up high where they're still nice and dark. All these ones that are all lit up, we're going to definitely, for sure, get rid of them. And I will evaluate as we move along as to how much I keep and how much I scrap. Obviously, I can't touch those, so they unfortunately have to stay. Ooh, I can get rid of that guy. That one. You know what? Let's see if I break my game here. Let's try. Hey, alright, that worked. Cool. We'll leave that guy. That one's not too important. You can actually probably get rid of these now too, which doesn't really matter, because... Whoops, wrong button, dummy. There we go. Because we're never going to see these guys. Oh, we got one there too. Perfect. Okay. That's a good starting point. And in some spots I'm going to just extend the wall upward. And in other places it's going to be buildings. So like here where this little section is, this is just going to be wall, and it's going to go up, and it's going to create spaces in between some of the faux buildings that we're going to put in. So, and some of the walls down here will also disappear. So to make things easiest, let's go into here and do some of my favorites, which is the commercial and the residential. They have some pretty good, like, prefabbed sections like these dudes here that just look super cool. And, you know, we'll throw in, like, some windows, some walls, yada yada. So we're going to start here in the corner. And we're going to get that guy, boom, to snap in. And then we'll give that a door section. See where that's going to snap. Let's take out that wall. There we go. And we'll black out, you know, the doors. We'll put like a door or something in there. And, you know, unfortunately you're going to see the cave walls through there, etc. Why is that so much lower than the other? Wait, shouldn't you snap to your friend there? Oh, whoops. No, we don't want to do that. Yeah, that looks much better. Alright, we'll take that guy out, and we'll put another one of these in place. And there we go, we've got our first faux building. And we're gonna take this up to like a roof section. Actually give it, yeah, that we want. Ooh, that's not working. Oh, that's facing the wrong way. You're facing the wrong way there, bucko. Now you stick out. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have to play with this. Well, we'll lose some grass there if we do it that way. And I don't want these. Oh, geez. Be too close. I forgot about the little down there. That's probably why that piece, yeah, is down like that. That's not the end of the world. I don't really care. Neither should you. Fortunately, can't get that guy to snap to that. Let's try putting in. Oh, I see. You want to go sideways. Oh. Turn off my surface snap, and that's definitely that's there. There we go. Now we can see this guy here. And that piece is much, much more forward. I'm kind of thinking, though, I like it better back here. Now. Oh, of course, now it wants to go the other way. Which is probably going to be the same here, right? Yeah, see, it wants to snap that way because that's the inside. Well, can I get you to snap to your friend there? Unfortunately, I cannot. Not with these pieces, anyway. But we have tons of roof sections to choose from, so... Alright, let's take out some of this stuff. Let's try to figure this out. That's not bad. Now, will you snap to your friend? You will not. If I put a corner piece in, you will not. Son of a gun. Okay. Let's do that then. Nice. Okay. I think we can work with that. Put the other corner piece in there like so. Okay, not bad, not bad. We got a nice little building going on here. First we need, where am I going? All balls, vanilla is what I'm in. We want just a plain Jane guy. But we want something that matches. Come on, just did it. There we go. We need a corner piece too. Boom. Have semblance of a building here. Oh, yes. I don't think it really matters. As long as the outside matches. I don't really care too much about what the inside looks like. Perfect. And then if we just extend the walls, you know, going straight up, that essentially fills that all in. Makes it look a little better. And there we go. We got our first wall, or first building. That section, like I said, we're going to leave that open. Honestly, I probably could extend that over, but no, I don't want to. I kind of like that look. And then this, yeah, we'll have to just build the walls going straight up, I think. Because we got all that water there. And over here, get rid of all this garbage too. I know I said I wasn't going to be doing this in the whole video, but let's get rid of it. Get rid of all this oogliness. This way we can make it look happening. Something along those lines. Jeez, I put so much of this garbage in here. Oops. Get rid of that. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. And, oh, and reading the comments too. One of you had made a comment about the trees over there and lighting them up, and that was actually one of my plans, but I completely forgotten that I was going to do that, so thank you for that reminder. And glad to see so many of you are in the same page, mental something or other as me, which case could be kind of scary, but maybe, maybe not. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's put some wall sections in just to try to do something here just to see how this is all going to work. Especially in this corner here. We need this guy here. Perfect. Make sure that... Ooh. I see we overlapped. And perfect there. We'll just stick another corner piece here. Excelente. And over here. Haven't decided yet if I'm going to whatever, I gotta fix that. Be lined up with your friend, and why are you... Oh, I used a gap. Yeah, I used that to fill that in. Perfect. Haven't decided if I'm gonna put buildings over here or just wall. Because I don't have as much room over here, and if I do, I can't do anything like this where it sticks out. So, I think maybe I will. Yeah, I think I will. Okay. So, I'll leave the walls up to there for now. Actually, you know what? Since we have that little incline there, just to make life a little simpler, we're gonna put a building in here. Nice. Okay. We're gonna use residential section, I think, this time. Yeah, residential. Walls, you know, let's go for the white shaded one. And so we got 2 panels to work with here. Let's see if we put this guy in place. And I can put glass in these, which is fantastic, and a door, so that'll help hide. Oh no, they're going the wrong way. Can't have that. No! Son of a monkey. Yeah, that's gonna be problematic. What do we do? What do we do? Now let's get you to snap like that. No! Son of a gun. Alright, we can take that out and put in a half door piece. One there, one there. Take that one out. Really? There we go. Now we can take that back out. Or grass back in place. Excellent. And the door. Nice. And up here we will do opposing windows. Really jazz it up. Nice, I like that. We might even throw in a little curved wall at some point, like one of these bad boys. Just to give it a little something, something. Let's see. Maybe we'll do that up top. That looks stupid. Yeah, that looks kind of stupid. But this one I'm gonna go... We're gonna take this all the way up. So... What else we got? Actually, that one does have a base to it. We could always take that guy out. This guy in. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then we'll put a cap on there or something. You know what? Let's take that out. And let's build this all the way up to the sky. Nice. Then we'll do the matching left window for this one all the way up. Perfect. Like it. And the flashing too much light up on these things. There's one more. Where you? There you are. Here you are. Here you are. Okay. Now we got rid of that guy. Okay, now we need some roof sections for this. Oh, the decorative stuff. Nice. There's the curved stuff. Curved stuff? Huh. Ooh, you can't even see the roof unless I take away the panels there. Hmm. How does that look? Makes it even taller. Now we're like up into the stars up here. take that out. Actually, that might be a good thing. Ooh, there's another one back behind here. I do. Geez, I got a whole bunch. Didn't even know it. Let's see. Over there. Okay. So we need... There we go. Of course, that looks kind of funny because it took off part of the section. Oh, whatever. We know what's going on. Okay. And so I mentioned before about the glass thing. We're going to come in and we're going to fill this in with glass. Where's my glass? Why am I not seeing it? That's weird that I couldn't see those other ones. But we're going to stick it with glass that you can't really see through. It still looks kind of natural. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that works. We might even stick like some lights in there to make it look like somebody's home, you know? I think we can do the same here. Yeah, we can. Stack those up. That helps hide some of that, and then once we put a door in there, it won't be too bad. And this one already has glass, but we can put in this other layer to really help hide stuff. Perfect. Much, much better. So, let's play with that for a second. Let's stick an actual light bulb back here. Let's go with one of these classic ones and see how this ends up looking. We'll just float it back there. Yeah, see, now it looks like somebody's home, but now you can see the rock. Alright, maybe if we like offset it like up here or something, how bad does that look? I don't know. Yeah, and then it lights up the sky, so no, we can't do that. We can actually do some directional lighting. So what I mean by that is we're going to go into SOE and the light sources, and we're going to do non-shadow spotlight. Small, wide, bright. And there you go. And stick that right in front of a window, and it lights it up to make it look like somebody's in there. Somebody's home. Same thing here, like, it doesn't really do much to the glass, but it creates a bit of lighting effect to the rim there, as you can see, and it keeps it from hitting the ceiling and lighting all that up, except now it's lighting that. We don't want that. A little too high, I think. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, we'll stick another one going this way. Stick a little bit of light, like right there. Perfect. Same thing there. And we'll do something like behind this guy, same thing. Light that up. Perfect. Okay. You. There you go. I'm supposed to be. You. Where are you? Yeah, you don't seem to stick right. That must be the wrong one there. Let's check it out. Go back into residential tower. And we've got the curved one. I think there's a different. Ah, there we go. That's the bottom. Yeah, there we go. Let's take that out. Put that guy in there. Yeah, that's much better. So yeah, unfortunately that gets a little cut off, but there's not much I can do about that. And I think that's going to be about where the star line's going to remain, essentially. And let's fill in the rest of this with wall. See how this looks. Where am I going? All the way to the end here. Walls, walls. Stop the walls. There we go. Oh, we need a cleave. Stick that guy in there. Same over here. Oops. Oh wait, no, yeah, those are supposed to overlap. So this is actually going to go into the side of the building a little. So I might actually have to do some stars over here just to make this look kind of right. Because otherwise, we're going to end up with that. And that just looks wrong. Yeah. And we don't have a half wall, right? Do we? We do not. We have one of these. It makes it look like it's a chimney. A chimney. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to stick a star thing there. So we might have to go a little lower with the stars than I had planned. We'll have to think about that. You know what? Let's go into SOE and let's grab some stars and let's play around with that for a second. Let's see how it's gonna look. Walls. Okay, just making sure that's the right one. So let's take that out. Put a few of these in place. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, it would end up being about yay high across the whole way. Of course, now we run into the problem of what do we do when we get to certain spots like here. I suppose I could put like a big building that wraps around a little bit. Or can I? Hmm. And once again, yeah, we get too low. And I could always try to cut it off. What is... Oh, that's the glass. Didn't stick properly. Hmm. Yeah, all that stays kind of lit up. Let's see how we look down here. All in all, it's not too bad. It's better. I would have to probably take some of that down. Then again, it doesn't really all have to be the same height. This corner is definitely kind of wonky, though. I wonder if I could do something with the design here. I got an idea that we can play with. Let's see how it looks with these corners. All the way back into the walls. Okay, so we want to do the curve all the way up. It's gonna go straight up. Oof, is that gonna infiltrate in here? No. Good. Oh, we are not good. We're so not good. Let's take that out. I probably could get away with cutting off that section, to be honest. It's not really necessary. So maybe we'll do that, or maybe actually we don't even have to. Maybe that's as high as we really need to go. And then I was thinking corner cap that off, which isn't really 100% necessary. Funny too, that's not even Steven. Oh, you can see the same thing on all four. Oh, okay. Alright, never mind. We need some more decorations going on top of that too. And then let's see. We cutting off. Maybe we can stick like a really tall building. Oh, that's my corner. That's my cutoff there. Or I can just make this a really tall building. Have this go all the way up to the sky. Just on this corner anyway. Maybe we should do something like that and build some sort of like lopsided tower if we took this over like one more. Okay, maybe we can do that. So let's take that out. Let's take out our corner for now. Let's save that piece for later. And let's get back into that. As a commercial. As these guys, vanilla. And let's see. You know what? I'm gonna use the same exact one. Up here. I need some sort of planar design. Maybe that. And we could probably stop about there. So now that we have that, where's my corner? That's it. let's just make it and then... So there we go. This guy place. Go. And then we're going to need the plain Jane walls. Can't see them. There we go. Yeah, that works. That way you don't really care which you're facing. Yeah, we'll keep that just like that. And we will take you all the way in. Perfect. Now we have made a nice, like, tower here. Linking it. That guy there. All here. No, come on. Just make it so we can grab it. And there we go. Now what do we do for the roofuses? Let's see. No, that's gonna look kind of dumb. Suppose, yeah, I could just stick a flat section of roof. And then put some nice trim around it, something more subtle. There we go. Yeah, that works. Okay. What big is that corner? Stick with the regular ones. Okay, that guy there. That guy there. Do. I'm gonna take that all the way in. Same over here. Perfect. That looks so much better. Okay. And that really helps a lot with the whole ending and the transition and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and then we'll have to kind of do similar stuff, you know, over in here. We'll build right up into the brick wall to help get rid of some of these stars. Like, maybe we'll take out that one and that one. Oh no, we're probably going to have to leave one because of the way that is. We don't want that to look silly, do we? Nice. It's getting better. Less stars is better. This cutoff still does kind of bug me though. I mean, I don't really want to make like a whole another tower over here. That's just going to end up looking kind of silly. At the moment, it actually kind of resembles a church in a sense, which isn't such a bad thing. I do have an idea. Let's go into Gecko, main walls, church stone, not that guy. Nah, not really seeing what it's all wrong. Why didn't you guys tell me that was wrong? Alright, let's get back into here. Let's see what else we have to play with. Ooh, we got add-ons. I forgot about these. Of course, they don't want to snap to anything. Group sections, storefronts. Not really. Not really feeling. Just more of those. Like, how does that look? And then the roof just is all wrong because that's a corner piece. I'd have to extend the roof differently. I don't know. We'll come back to that corner. In the meantime, that looks fine. Oops. It's stuck there. And let's see. I have 2 of these. 1, 2, yeah. 2 slanties. And no, we don't have to worry about building back towards the sides there. You know what, let's do another commercial. And take out that guy, then that guy. And let's see. So you know what, yeah, I don't want to do go to these. Let's do... see if these look the same color. I don't want them to be the same color. Okay, that kind of does. That looks nice and different. Okay. Let's put that there. And let's get some nice windows. Yeah, I like that. And we'll take this guy. That there. Get that guy. And we'll leave some of this too. That'll end up creating like a little bit of a foundation. And then we'll have to figure something out about some stairs maybe. I don't really want to put too much there in the way of stairs because I don't want to lose the grass and all that. But either way, looking good. And then we can shine some lights up onto these buildings too, like natural street lights. Would have been the case, but I accidentally deleted one, so let's go ahead and move that guy over. There you go. See, that's going to put some light on there. Okay, anyway, back into this. Let's see. Turn off the highlighting again so I can actually see these pieces. There we go. Got all kinds of posts. Ooh, we want that. Right above the back door. Stick this guy here. I think. Maybe not, because the that sticks out. Do we want that? That might be kind of neat. Kind of creates a little something, something. Then what do you do with the rest of it as you go up? Change them out for different windows. You can do some sort of grandiose thing there in the center. Or take that guy out, put that one here, and that one there. Yeah, that's much better. Sweet. Okay. Now, maybe just some plain walls up here. Or make it work. Or play with the roof sections for a second. One of these corner pieces. I can make it look right. What if I use this guy? Yeah, that's gonna get totally cut off. Shoot! And pretty much anything I do, even this guy, I think will end up getting cut. Well, actually, that's not too bad. And then that can just end up looking like a center tower thing there. Do that. And yeah, we'll have to continue the stars over there at least until that section, and then wrap this building around. Ooh, wait, no, we can't do that. That's there. Alright, for the moment, let's finish decorating this. We want to put some sort of trim around this centerpiece here. Not bad. I like that one better. A little more subtle. Corner piece. Oh, there you go. A little corner piece. Perfecto. Okay. Now that we've done that, let's finish off a little bit of night sky in here. And it just occurred to me too that I don't think I saved once this entire video. Or maybe I did, I don't know. But hopefully we don't crash. Is this not roof? Oh, this is roof. There. Okay. Let's just... Perfect. Exactly what I was thinking. Just leads right into our cave, essentially. Now we can put that straight into there. Of course, now that ends up making that roof look terrible. Ooh, we got nasty gaps in there too. I mean, that could be filled in with trim. That's not too big of a deal. Alright, you know what? We're going to get rid of these, and we're just going to cap those off as roofs on their own. Which means we'll have to add a little more starry sky down there. Actually, before we do that, let's see how that's going to look. just extend that wall upwards to meet that, to cover that. Alright, so now let's put some fancy trim in there. Do matching trim. I think. We'll put a corner piece on that guy. Ooh, that sticks out really far. Maybe we won't put a corner piece. I don't think we really need all that much detail. Ooh, look at these rocks. I didn't see that before. If I did, I won't remember. Alright, whatever. Maybe we'll do one more building. Just like right here that ends along in there so to help hide that. Okay, that works. Alright, we'll go back to the residential now. And residential walls. No, face the other way. Nope. Really? Come on. There you go. Yeah, that's different. Okay. Let's cut that out. Oh, look at that. There's some floor in there. Who would have known? Alright, and want some windows. We're just going to do something really basic with this one. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. Where did that go? The door here. I think just too wide. Should be plenty. Okay. And we'll go for this design. That guy there. That guy there. And this one will just go so right up into the sky. Boom! There's our building. Nice. Okay. Glass it up. The same glass we were doing before. See if we have one that's a little bit different. Yeah, that works. Okay. It's here. Oh! Ew, okay, that's not gonna work. Yeah, alright, we'll have to change that out at some point. We do have the smaller panels, I think. Stuck on the railing. Will fit in there. Let's see, is everybody else glass stuff? Oh, you're not. Nice. Very cool. I'm not too worried about doors just yet. Let's see. The small, we got the small, tall. Let's see if that's going to fit. Oh, perfect. That one should actually need to be a full. I thought I put one in there, no? Yeah, whatever. That works. Cool, so now we go right up to that, and then the rest of this is all wall. Let's go ahead and grab our walls. And just go straight up, like so. Perfect. Yeah, this is so much nicer than the starry skies we had going on. And over here, I think I'm not going to put any more buildings. I'm just going to fill this all in with wall because the park is supposed to be here. And we don't want to put buildings in our park. Oh yeah. And up here. We'll go right to the moon. Where Artemis 2 is headed. Actually, as I'm recording this right now, they are very close to making their whatchamacallit, going around the moon onto the backside and all that. Oh! Just making sure that I'm still within my borders here. Alright. Plop. Yeah, that is so much better. we'll just keep the natural cave thing for this section, and then as we move along, we get to like the outdoor or indoor parts down that way and whatnot, and up that way we'll cover the cave sections back up. So this way, yeah, we get that nice natural starry sky look. See, now we've got the exact look that I wanted, where it seems like it's, you know, a hole in the top of the cave there that you can see stars. And not perfect, you know, because obviously you got some corners there, but I think it looks way better than it did before. So more natural, I think. And then yeah, so like we're living in a cave and get some more trees in here. This little dude's gotta get moved, and we'll put some equipment in here. We'll probably rearrange our lights, put in fewer lights, and another maybe small pathway as we put in the kids' stuff. And we'll extend the grass all the way out to that way. We'll get some more park in here. And maybe we'll do something with the water too. Maybe we'll see if we can make it look like it flows under here and add another section of water or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'd also had a comment before in the last video about it's not looking a lot like Institute, because it's supposed to be an Institute build. So not even close to being done with decorating and making it look Institute-y. Once we get into... I was facing the right way. Building like the science labs and the generator rooms, etc., etc., that's where it's really going to shine and look very much more Institute. For now, like the whole general theme of this is a vault that the Institute found and took over, so essentially it is a Vault-Tec vault that is going to have very heavily Institute-themed stuff added to it as we zip along. Oh, look at that, somebody's in here. Hey, good for you. You want some noodles? Alright, so yeah, we're gonna get to that type of stuff as we zip along. I just haven't gotten to it because I'm bouncing all over the place. I still have all that stuff down in there I gotta do. We have the uranium mine, etc. that needs to get done. Oh, there's my wall. And yeah, like 10 other sections we still gotta build, which is why I'm not gonna decorate this whole entire thing. Plus, there's the fact that I've recently discovered that some of my stuff is not working. Oh, look at that, we got a new settler. I had this awesome, I don't want to spoil it, but Institute science thing that disappeared on me, and I cannot figure out what the heck happened to it or how to get it back. So I'm currently working on that, so we will not be touching the science lab until I can get that back. But we have so much work to do all over the place, including fixing that. I don't know what happened there, but maybe we'll just stick something to cover that up. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, I do have plans, and just saying, you know, be patient. I got stuff coming along, and we're gonna do our best to make this really, really shine. Add some trim to that. Do that in the next video. Alright, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.